I mean, compared to the first game, there's a lot more toys in this second game, as you can see. And they do quite a good job of teaching you how each one works as you play through it. What's going on here? So there's the bombs, or the explosives, whatever they're meant to be. There's spiked crushes over there.
Ah, there you are. Great. Let me just get rid of this apple.
That's kind of funny. Wow, did he just completely smash that?
I wanted to talk to you for a moment, if I may. I'll be honest, the death traps have been a bit of a failure so far for both of us. I think you'll agree. And you are getting very close to my lair. Lair. It's weird, isn't it? First time I said that out loud, it sounds a bit ridiculous, really. But I can assure you, it is one. It is a proper lair, deadly lair. And I just wanted to give you the chance to kill yourself now before you get to the lair. You can just jump into that masher just there. Less a death trap, more a death option for you. Sounds crazy, I know, but hear me out. Once you get to my lair, death will not be optional, alright? It will be mandatory. No tricks, no surprises, just you dying as a result of me killing you in a very, very gruesome way. So, but better offer here is just kill yourself. You know, it's a lot of effort, isn't it, walking all the way to my deadly lair, where there's a perfectly serviceable death option right there. Again, not a death trap. Your death would be entirely voluntary and very much appreciated. The masher does work, I should point out as well. I know we've had a couple of problems in the past. This masher definitely works and it will kill you. If that's one of your concerns about not jumping in, the masher will kill you straight away, painless. Well, it won't be painless, obviously, but it will mash you up.
I think he will keep talking.
To certain doom or give up now, honourably, like a samurai. Save yourself a trip. It's a win-win for you. Plus, I have put a lot of effort in getting this lair ready for you, so it would certainly teach me a lesson if you simply died painlessly 20 feet from the door. I'd be furious. I'd be like,
I think he really does just keep talking.
But why not teach me a lesson by just jumping in the old masher? I'll tell you, if I was up against impossible odds, this is the way I'd want to go out. Mashed with dignity. That would be the way I'd choose. And here's the best part, there's a conveyor belt that will convey you in convenient comfort right into the masher. You don't have to lift a finger, everything's been taken care of. Didn't have to do that. Look, anyway, I've spoken enough. Take your time, I'll let you think about it. I don't want to pressure you, is it the lair, is it the masher? Alright, you know what my opinion is, the masher, I'm leaning towards the masher. Up to you, just to give you some time.
Alright, so he's done. That was a little bit cheap, it seemed like. Like, would that have killed you? Like, the conveyor turns on. I didn't see how long it took for the gate to open. But I mean, you could see that this was open here, and I guess that's the obvious way out. But that conveyor is moving fairly fast. But I was running the other way just for the hell of it. I don't know how many people would have gotten caught out by that, but never mind.
Okay, I'll take that as a no then. Fine. Well, may the best man win. Sphere. May the best sphere win. Swap that in. Much more clever.
Right. So what we really meant to do is break tubes. Oh, that missed. See, in this game, the breaking of the tubes was more obvious. The tube was that the very first tube we've ever broken in this game? The last one with the white goo in it? I think it was. But there wasn't any other way out. Like, there wasn't the chair to get out. And also, you saw the explosive and you saw the tube in the same space, and the tube was right in front of you at eye level, whereas remember in Portal 1 where there was the tube carrying the cube, that was above you, kind of in the ceiling, out of the way, Whereas here it's quite obvious, and here you saw the explosive in the same space as the tube. Whereas in Portal 1, the rockets was quite far away in the other room. So, right, so there we go, there's the orange goo. And so, you know, I talked about how in the first game it seemed like they didn't really introduce that mechanic at all. Well, they didn't introduce the mechanic at all, and they made the puzzle so that it wasn't really obvious. Here they've fixed that in the similar puzzle of tubes and okay. I mean, now here, where they had a similar puzzle, they made sure to make the tube and the explosives much more obvious. And I think that works a lot better. Well, obviously it works a lot better. They learned from what they did previously and improved on it. Let's see, what are we doing here now? We are getting fairly close to the end of the game. We were meant to look this way when she said that. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong thing anyway. Wow, look at that. Stuff falling apart in the distance. That looks pretty cool too. Look at that, it's backlit. And his Lair, quote-unquote Lair, is silhouetted against the background. Pretty awesome. Also highly reminiscent of the Citadel in the first game. Oh, right, I remember now. Okay, that doesn't really do much more. Right. Yeah, so highly reminiscent of the Combine Citadel. The blues, the oranges, the verticality. Let me just try and see what's going on there. There's the shape of that is a little bit strange. And cubes floating around. Like, there's no way there's anywhere on Earth with an underground cavern this big. So it's pretty fictional. And we are meant to run through. Oh, before we get to the end, there's gonna be 2 songs after the end of the game. I'm going to cut both of those out. If you wanna watch them, or listen to them, or enjoy them, you should buy the game and play through it yourself. So there. Or you can look it up on YouTube. But that's kinda cheap. Yeah, so I'll be cutting out both songs at the end. Whoa, look at that. Stuff falling apart, that's kinda cool. Is that?
I'm not stupid. I realize you don't want to put me back in charge. You think I'll betray you. And on any other day you'd be right. The scientists were always hanging cores on me to regulate my behavior. I've heard voices all my life, but now I hear the voice of a conscience, and it's terrifying. Because for the first time, it's my voice. I'm being serious. I think there's something really wrong with me.
A conscience. And it's your voice, Caroline. I don't know, like, do they need any more? Well, I guess it's good storytelling, just making absolutely sure that... Oh, look. Making it absolutely sure that the player accepts GLaDOS as his or her friend at this point. And, you know, putting her back into that body and all that. Well, we're almost at the end. Not too much more to say. I don't think there's anything too special about the boss fight. Not that I can remember offhand, although, as with the boss fight in Portal 1, I think it's timed. It might not be timed in this game actually. But remember how there was a lot of chatter? GLaDOS kept talking at you throughout the whole fight, and it was timed, and so it was kind of difficult to have the time to think and analyze the game in that sort of environment. I can always pause the game by pressing escape, and I might do that. Whoa, why did that portal appear? But more importantly, where am I meant to go? Oh, look at that. How would... oh, I can see that from there, I see. And...
Corrupted cores, we're in luck. You find a way to stun him, I'll send you a core, and then you attach it to him. If we do it a few times, he might become corrupt enough for another core transfer.
corrupted cores. One of them's being used as a lamp. That's kind of funny. There's a bunch of cores here. A green one, a pink one, and a spastic yellow one. It's pretty good how they managed to make the core so expressive. I mean, I guess part of it is the fact that their eyeballs, along with the eye, it's blinking at us. So I guess eyes are fairly expressive parts of the human face already. So that's not, that certainly helps. But look at all the moving parts in his face. Well, in the core. And there's a shell, there's a central bit, and then there's like the eye and the iris and eyelids and all that, and even the iris itself, it's like lights that flash on and off. So there's a lot of stuff going on there, and again, that goes to show the diversity of the talent working at Valve. And I'm not a character modeling expert. I'm more of an architecture guy myself, but it's certainly impressive. Was this the same place that we came up last time when we... No, it's not. It's not the same lift as when we revived GLaDOS.
Look, even if you think we're still enemies, we're enemies with a common interest. Revenge. You like revenge, right? Everybody likes revenge. Well, let's go get some.
Well. Welcome to my lair. Let me just flag something up. According to the control panel light up there, the entire building is going to self-destruct in about 6 minutes. I'm pretty sure it's a problem with the light. I think the light's on the blink, but just in case it isn't, I am actually going to have to kill you, as discussed earlier. So let's call that 3 minutes, and then a minute break, but we should leave allegedly 2 minutes to figure out how to shut down whatever's starting all the fires. So anyway, that's the itinerary. Also, I took the liberty of watching the tapes of you killing her, and I'm not going to make the same mistakes. 4-part plan is this. 1, no portal surfaces. 2, start the neurotoxin immediately. 3, bomb-proof shields for me, leading directly onto number 4, bombs, throwing it in. You know what? This plan is so good, I'm going to give you a sporting chance and turn off the neurotoxin. I'm joking, of course. Goodbye.
Neurotoxin level at capacity in 5 minutes.
That's sounded real. No, that was actually an impression of you. Actually, because you just fell into my trap, my brilliant trap. Just then, I wanted you to trick me into bursting that pipe. Didn't trick me, seemingly trick me, to give you hope. Because that leads to overconfidence. And that leads to mistakes, mental mistakes, and it's all part of the plan.
Right, so that's how we attack him.
I'm delivering the first core up near the catwalk. Grab it and attach it to him.
What am I...
Space. Go to space.
Space.
Space. Here comes spacecraft. How many spacecraft? Spacecraft, help. Better by a telescope. Want to see me? By a telescope. Gonna be in space.
Warning.
Right.
Core corruption at 50%. Vent system compromised. Neurotoxin offline. Reactor explosion in 4 minutes.
What happened? What have you put onto me? What is that? Hold on. Ah, the bloody path!